Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and it's time for the Christmas countdown of the Grand Cat's top 25 wrestlers for December 2022. And today we have number 12, which is, he's actually right here. I don't even need to scroll. It is Adam Cole, baby! Yes, indeed. What a phenomenal wrestler he is. Now, this one unfortunately does have a grain of salt with it because, unfortunately, at this point of recording, it looks like his concussion injuries might be more severe than what was initially thought, and he may actually be out of wrestling on a permanent basis now, which would be a damn shame for such a young career. I mean, Adam Cole really was such a unique wrestler. He was compared to Shawn Michaels, like one of the all-time greats. And I think if he had got a bit more time in his career, and hopefully, there's still a point that he can still come back depending on, how his recovery happens and such, really could go down as one of the all-time greats, with a big world title run, absolutely deserving of it. I mean, there's times when, one of the most watched clips I think of WWE is watching Shelton Benjamin jumping off the top rope and Shawn Michaels sweet chin music him out of midair. Adam Cole did that in mid moonsault, like sweet chin musicking someone in the face when they were in mid moonsault, which is so freaking cool. And he's got so many different finishers as well. Of course, there's the last shot, which is the one that's written here. But I mean, the Panama Sunrise, the Keys of Florida, all these things. I mean, he is such a talented and such a unique, one-of-a-kind wrestler. But not just does he have amazing wrestling talent, but he is so good at talking. He's so good at keeping you entertained. He's so good at bringing you along for the ride on a story. He can be heel, he can be face, and you'll absolutely love him. He is such a good wrestler. I mean, there's no point that I can ever think of that he ever threw up the hands and the audience didn't go, "Adam Cole, baby!" And to command that level of presence, but also to be such an amazing wrestler as well. And I mean, he's even just like a fantastic guy. If you watch any of his Twitch streams and things, or as he calls himself on the internet, Chugs, from Xavier Woods, up, up, down, down. I think that's where it started. I think that's where Chugs started from. Then they became Da Party. He is amazing, off screen as much as he is on screen, and that is definitely well worth the top 25. And of course, it is number 12 of this. Notable matches, let me think. He has had a ton of them, but let me think of a particularly good one for me to point you towards if you haven't seen it. I think it was the very first War Games in NXT that was Undisputed Era, and Adam Cole was in that, and I remember that particularly being a really, really strong match. All the competitors in it were actually really, really strong, but there's been so many fantastic matches with Adam Cole as NXT champion. Or just Adam Cole and NXT. There's some great matches between Adam Cole and Keith Lee in NXT. I remember one where Adam Cole gets pounced into the audience over the barricade by Keith Lee. That was pretty awesome. Let me think. He's had some... I can't think of any bad matches that Adam Cole has actually been in, but if you want to see modern Adam Cole, then of course you have to go to AEW, and he had an amazing storyline before he was unfortunately injured, where he had kind of taken over the Elite in Kenny Omega's absence, and you know, like he had the Young Bucks and he'd brought over Undisputed Era, and they became the Undisputed Elite. And you know, the Young Bucks looked like, you know, like Adam Cole was going to turn on them, and you know, like team with Undisputed Era and such. And I think that storyline just ended up getting cut short, which is a damn shame. It just is what it is. But I mean, Adam Cole just had such a fantastic presence and never had a bad match. I can't honestly think of a singular match that Adam Cole had that was terrible. Not just that, but like backstage, you know, he had that amazing gimmicks. I'm thinking of the stuff that he was doing with Dexter Lumis towards the end of his NXT career, and yeah, I mean, like just amazing athlete. I mean, literally like one of the best athletes in the world, I would say, and so many just different unique moves. I mean, I keep going on about it, but I mean, Adam Cole really is, you know, top of the line, one of the best. I actually struggled with having Adam Cole so low because I wanted him like much higher in the list, but Adam Cole really is one of my favorites. But it's literally because he was still reaching his prime. You know, he hadn't got there yet. He hadn't had his world title reign. He hadn't. I mean, he was NXT champion, of course, which was like, you know, great and all. But I mean, I wanted to see him as either AEW world champion or as, you know, undisputed, undisputed Universal champion. You know, undisputed era champion. But yeah, but I mean, Adam Cole, like, you know, like he could be serious, he could be funny, he could go every single time, you know, like he could just like go like put the octane right up, you know, shove it right up to 11. He could have a great match with anyone. He's the kind of guy that could have a match with a broomstick and Meltzer would give him a 5-star rating. Like that's the kind of thing, you know, legitimately one of the best. But there we are. That is it for this video, folks. And what a lovely image to finish up on, you know, with Adam Cole with the NXT title behind him. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go up. And we will see you all in tomorrow's video. Goodbye, everybody.